The next person is Randall R. Randall R., if you would unmute yourself.
Welcome, Randall.
Hello, Randall Rose here, Providence resident. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I realize this has been a difficult thing for everybody involved. I know there have been a number of issues between Executive Director Batista and the board. I realize these issues are complicated, but right now what we're discussing is the propriety of releasing the video to the public in response to a request from journalists who are trying to inform the public about it. I want to be clear that it's very important to allow some leeway to an executive director in that kind of situation. I have seen the old version of PERA, the version established in the 2000s, which kind of withered away and disappeared when it didn't have enough public support. There are times when an organization like PERA needs to do something dramatic in response to stonewalling from the police to make sure that we get public support. If PERA simply plays along with what is told by the Attorney General, that there's a criminal investigation, we can't release video during a criminal investigation, I'm sorry, but that's the same excuse that's always been used to hold back public participation. In every big city around the country, they say, we can't release video of police misconduct, it's a criminal investigation, and then the investigation goes nowhere. And because the video has been kept in secret, there's no public outcry, and the police officers who abuse people just get away with it. There needs to be some publicity for this kind of thing. We can't let that excuse of it's a criminal investigation always be the final word, because whenever that's been accepted as the final word, that they can't release things during a criminal investigation, they do their criminal investigation, they press no charges, wrap things up, and the public never gets to have any influence over the process. I realize the board's role is important, but the ED is an executive position. And somebody who's in the executive position needs to have some leeway to realize, you know, they're just stonewalling PERA. They are not allowing PERA to be an equal partner in investigations. They are not allowing PERA to have the role that it should have in overseeing the police department. They are not allowing PERA a lot of the things that PERA needs to function. And in order for PERA to be able to stand up to that kind of thing, sometimes the person who's in the executive role needs to defend PERA's interest by just saying, enough, I've got the authority to release this, and I'm not taking these excuses, and that unfortunately that's an executive function and not a board function. If you have to get the executive and everyone else to agree that to agree about this, then unfortunately these smooth excuses that we keep hearing from the police and the Attorney General, no, it's a criminal investigation, no, we're taking care of it. Those smooth excuses are just going to continue if you have to wait for everybody to be on board. And the wise thing, I think, for a board to do is give some leeway to the executive director on that. Because I don't want PERA to wither away again, I know that there are times when PERA just needs to do some pushback. When PERA keeps getting sidelined and not able to complete investigations, you need to do something dramatic to release evidence to the public that the public should have had in the first place. There's no good reason why the public shouldn't have seen those videos of Sergeant Hanley getting on somebody's neck and attacking somebody who's defenseless and in handcuffs. And it's not really going to jeopardize a criminal case, because in the normal course of things, they never bring a criminal case. A lot of us know that. So on the issue of releasing the videos, I think it's really important to give executive director leeway and respect his executive discretion. Now, I'm not saying that's the only issue. I know there are many other controversies, and this is a stressful situation that PERA is in. There are disagreements between Executive Director Batista and the board on other matters, but if you take any disciplinary action against him now, everybody in the community is going to see this as a signal that we don't like somebody standing up by releasing videos. It's not going to be seen as an issue of respecting the board's authority. It's going to be seen as an issue of respecting the police and respecting the corrupt stuff in the system that offers all these excuses for why we can't release the videos now and why we can't release the videos later. Let me just wrap up. Let me just wrap up.
In the interest of time, because we do have other folks that wish to speak.
Right. Just quickly, if you have other issues with Executive Director Batista, fine, resolve them later. Maybe some of them will become disciplinary matters. But right now, the FOP sees this as an issue of is the PERA going to stand up in this way, or is PERA going to retreat from standing up in this way? And that's how the community sees it, as we've heard from other speakers. So for now, I would like you to allow Executive Batista, Director Batista, leeway on this issue, and if you have other issues, resolve them with him later, and maybe you will end up leaving honorably and somebody else will replace him. But for now, please respect his leeway.
All right. Thank you, Randall.